After studying this module, you would understand the concept of strategic advantage along with organizational capability factors. You would know the steps for organizational capability appraisal. You would also know the difference between strategic and competitive advantage. The inherent potential of a firm to take advantage of its strengths and overcome its weaknesses in order to avail the opportunities provided and face the threats that are given by the external environment, the capacity factors or capability factors of an organization, both put together, are called the corporate capability factors, strategic advantage factors, or corporate competence factors. Strategic advantages are the outcomes of organizational capabilities. The result of these organizational activities leads to rewards in terms of financial parameters such as profit or shareholders' value, or non-financial rewards such as market share or reputation. On the other hand, the penalties in the form of market share loss or financial loss is called a strategic disadvantage. Strategic advantage can be measured by using the parameters in which they are expressed, like higher the profitability, better is the strategic advantage. Within the internal environment of an organization, different types of capability factors exist. These capability factors of an organization could be divided into different functional areas such as financial, marketing, operations, personnel, information management, and general management of the organization. Organizational capabilities. The areas of a company's capability factors that could lead to strategic advantages are: 1. Financial capabilities. This consists of those aspects such as the availability, usage, and management of funds, and these are related to the financial capability of an organization. These financial factors have a bearing on the organization's capacity and the capability to implement its strategies. Some of the factors that influence an organization's financial capability are the following. A. Sources of funds. This deals with the factors like structure of capital, procurement of capital, pattern of financing, working capital availability, borrowing, capital, and credit availability. Usage of funds. Factors related to capital investment, fixed asset acquisition, current assets, loans and advances, and dividend distribution are concerned with the capability of a firm to use its funds effectively and efficiently. Management of funds. Financial, accounting, budgetary systems, management control systems, cash, inflation, credit, return and risk management, cost reduction and control, tax planning and advantages are all the factors that are related to proper management of funds. All these factors collectively show a number of strengths and weaknesses that reflect the financial capabilities of an organization. 2. Marketing capability. All these above factors collectively show a number of strengths and weaknesses that reflect the financial capability of an organization. 2. Marketing capability. The factors related to pricing, promotion, distribution of products and services are all related to marketing capability of the organization. These factors have a bearing on the organizational capacity and ability to implement its strategies. Some of the factors related to marketing capability are the following. A. Variety, quality mix, differentiation, positioning, packaging, etc. B. Pricing, other policies, changes in pricing, protection, advantages, etc. are all related to price. Distribution, transportation, logistics, marketing channels, intermediaries are all related to place. Promotional tools such as sales promotion, advertising, public relations are all related to promotion. Marketing mix, market standing, company image, marketing organization, marketing system, marketing management information system are miscellaneous factors relating to marketing capability. Operations capability. The factors related to the production of goods and services and effective utilization of material resources are categorized into the operations capability of an organization. These factors and all the allied aspects that have a bearing on the organization's capacity and capability to effectively implement strategies consists of some of the following aspects. A. Capacity, location, layout, product, service design, work systems, degree of automation, extent of vertical integration, etc. B. Aggregate production planning, material supply, inventory, cost and quality control, maintenance systems, procedures, etc. Personnel facilities, product development, patent rights, level of technology, technical collaborations and support, etc. Personnel capability. 4. D. Factors related to the existence of human resources and skills and are categorized into personnel capability of the organization. These factors and all the allied aspects have a bearing on the organization's capability to implement strategies effectively. Factors that influence the personnel capability of an organization are A. System of manpower planning, selection, development, compensation, communication and appraisal, procedures, standards, etc. are all related to personnel system of an organization. Corporate image, quality of managers, staff and workers' perception, availability of opportunities for development of employees, working conditions are all related to organizational and employee characteristics. Union management, the relationships, trade union relationships, collective bargaining systems, safety, welfare, security of the employees, employee satisfaction and morale are all related to industrial relations in an organization. Information management and capability. Information management capability factors are the factors that are related to the design and management of the flow of information from outside into the organization and within the organization for the purpose of decision making. These factors and all other allied aspects have a bearing on the organization's capacity and ability to implement its strategies. Some of the factors that have a bearing on the organization's information capacity and capability are the following. A. Sources, quantity, quality, timelessness of information, retention capacity, and security of information are factors that are related to the acquisition and retention of information of an organization. Database management, computer systems, software capability, and the ability to synthesize information are the factors that are related to the processing and synthesis of information. Availability and appropriateness of information formats and capacity to assimilate and use the information are the factors related to the retrieval and usage of information. Speed, scope, width, and depth and the coverage of information and the willingness to accept information are the factors related to the transmission and dissemination of information. Availability of IT infrastructure, its relevance and its capability to the organizational needs, upgradation of facilities, willingness to invest in state-of-the-art systems, availability of computer professionals and top management support systems are factors related to the integrative, systematic and supportive factors of an organization. General management capability. Factors related to integration, coordination and direction of the functional capabilities of an organization towards its common goals is characterized into general management capability factors. These factors and all the allied aspects that have a bearing on an organization's ability to implement strategies effectively are known as general management capabilities. Some of the factors that have a bearing on the organization's general management capability are the following. A. Strategic management system, processes related to setting strategic intent, formulation and implementation of strategies, evaluation system of strategies, management information system, corporate planning system, etc. are all related to the general management system of an organization. B. Orientation, risk propensity, values, norms, personnel goals, competence, capacity for work, track record, balance of functions, experience, etc. are the factors related to general management of an organization. Influence on and rapport with the government, the regulatory agencies and the financial institutions, public relations, sense of social responsibility, public image as a corporate citizen, etc. are the factors related to external relationships. Organizational culture, use of power, political processes, introduction, acceptance and management of change, nature of the organization structure and controls are factors that are related to the organizational climate of an organization. Steps for corporate capability appraisal. In order to analyze the capabilities of the organization, the following procedures are to be followed. 1. Identification of key areas. In the first step, the key areas related to organizational capabilities like marketing, finance, production, personnel, etc. are to be identified. Then, to find out the corporate capabilities, it is necessary to analyze the performance of each area. So, the second aspect or the second step is grading of areas. On the basis of relative significance of different factors, it is important to rank the grade of different areas. Equal values cannot be assigned to different areas. Third, SWOT. SWOT analysis is crucial for analyzing the organizational capability. It is very important to determine the position of the organization in the market. With the help of SWOT analysis, the overall contribution of each area is analyzed. Fourth, preparation of a profile. Two important profiles are prepared. One is the functional area profile and second is the strategic advantage profile. For the purpose of decision making and strategic planning, these profiles are very important for the top management. It represents SWOT analysis of the company in various strategic areas. It depicts ranking of key areas and helps in preparation of action plans. The functional area profile. This is a matrix which is prepared for all the functioning areas of an organization along with the characteristics common to each other. Functional area of an organization, the functional areas are finance, marketing, production, human resource, research and development, etc. Here, the strategists are required to systematically assess various functional areas and subjectively assign values to different capability factors and sub-factors along the scale ranging from -5 to +5. Each area must be considered with respect to what is its policies and approaches should be. This approach allows the firm to analyze strategic deployment of funds and its strength and weaknesses over a period of time as compared to those of its competitors. With the help of this profile, the strategists are in a position to identify the gaps that are needed that need to be corrected and the opportunities that could be used. Strategic advantage profile. A concise chart of strategic advantage profile can be prepared on the basis of the detailed information presented in the functional area profile. So, we first get the functional area profile and then we prepare the strategic advantage profile. The strategic advantage profile is a tool for making a systematic evaluation of the enterprise's internal factors which are significant for the company in its environment. The SAP shows the strengths and weaknesses of an organization in different functional areas. For preparing the SAP, it is necessary to analyze the internal environment related to the different functional areas as well as the external environment of an organization. Difference between strategic and competitive advantage. The outcome of organizational capabilities is the strategic advantage. The outcome of organizational capabilities are measured in terms of financial parameters such as profit or shareholders' value and non-financial parameters like market share and reputation. On the other hand, disadvantages in the form of loss and damage to market share and reputation are categorized as strategic disadvantages. By using the parameters in which they are expressed, strategic advantages are expressed in absolute terms like higher the profitability, better is the strategic advantage of an organization. In order to compare the strategic advantage over a period of time an organization's performance over a period of time and its current performance with respect to its competitors in the industry is used. So, competitive advantage is a special case of strategic advantage where the rewards or penalties could be measured against one or more identified rivals in the industry. Thus, the competitive advantage could be to outperform its rivals in profitability or market share or reputation and so on. Competitive advantage is measured and compared with respect to the competitors in this industry. So, competitive advantage is a relative term rather than an absolute term. So, we conclude that strategic advantage is a broader concept while competitive advantage is one of its subset. Strategic advantage is measured in absolute terms, competitive advantage is measured in relative terms. Summary: the inherent potential of an organization to take advantage of its strengths and weaknesses and to utilize its opportunities and face the threats are the corporate capability factors whose outcome is the strategic advantage for an organization. There are various types of organizational capabilities such as financial, marketing, personnel, production, information system and general management capabilities. These help in improving the firm's strategies so that it becomes more efficient and effective. In order to analyze the capabilities of an organization, there are certain steps that need to be undertaken. First of all, we need to identify the key areas, then grade the key areas, and then make a SWOT analysis and prepare certain profiles. While analyzing the corporate capabilities, two important profiles are prepared: the functional area profile and the strategic advantage profile. The functional area profile is required to systematically assess the various functional areas and subjectively assign values to them. Strategic advantage profile is a tool for making a systematic evaluation of the enterprise's internal factors which are significant for the company's environment. Strategic and competitive advantage are two terms which are often used interchangeably, whereas strategic advantage is a broader concept while competitive advantage is one of the subsets. Strategic advantage is measured in absolute terms, whereas competitive advantage is measured in relative terms.